Hello boys and girls, and welcome back to another little story time with me, Moto Mafu. Anyone been watching the news recently? Because there's a story that I saw today in the news which I thought is hilarious. Do you know who I am? Do you? Do you know who I am? These are famous last words given that somebody said, and that somebody goes by the name of Adam Johnson. You know, that footballer that has been convicted of having sexual relations with a minor. And I'm not talking about a minor that you'll find down a hole getting coal and stuff. I'm talking about a minor as in underage, under the age of consent, a 15-year-old girl. Now, what happened? It's a hilarious story. In his prison, which is Moorland prison, which is a fucking holiday camp as far as I'm concerned. I've read up about what's available in that place. It's a category C prison, but I don't know quite understand what a category C prison is. A, B, C, I don't know. It's a holiday camp, because I was reading about the kind of stuff that they get in this place. And for they've got like loads and loads of single cells, loads of double cells and things like that. Now in each cell, they have a PlayStation, they have a television. As to whether they have Sky or cable or anything like that, I don't know. It didn't mention anything about that. But for £1 a week, they can have use of the television. Now if you figure that out, over a year, that's £52 a year, which is more than half the price of a fucking TV license. They're in a fucking holiday camp. And what's worse is that if they, whilst they're in there, if they decide to take on a course in whatever, you know, because they do educational courses in prison, they get paid £4 a week to take part in educational pieces. They have labour as well, and you can get paid from as little as £3.50 a week up to £18 a week. So essentially it's slave labour, but still it's a fucking holiday camp. But anyway, Adam Johnson, the dirty little pedo that he is, was on obviously doing work. He was cleaning the showers, and one of his inmates told him to clean the plug holes and get the hair out. Which is, you know, you're cleaning the place, you're gonna have to do that. So Adam Johnson turns around and goes, fuck off, do you know who I am? Because him cleaning plug holes in a prison is below him. Mr. Big Shot Premier League star, who has been found guilty having sexual activity with a child. Do you know who I am? Yes mate, you're the fucking lowest of the low. Even your other inmates, ones that have done murder, think that you're a scum. So yeah, that's who you are, Adam Johnson. You're a scumbag. That you don't even get respect from other inmates because of your crime. And how do I know this? Because I used to know a former screw. He used to, or should I say, prison officer. And he used to tell me all sorts of stories that goes on in prisons. And according to the prisoners, you could be in there for rape, murder, fucking beating up an old granny. But if you touched a child sexually, you are branded as a paedophile, and all of the inmates will hate you. Well, apart from those other ones that also touch children, they'll be the only one. They'll be the only inmates that'll be your friend. Other paedophiles. That's who you are, Adam Johnson. You're a scumbag. You're the lowest of the low. But on the flip side of this story of him being locked up for being a pedo, dirty bastard that he is, I believe the girl should take some of the blame. Because, now this is the part where everyone's going to hate me and say, oh, you're condoning touching children. No, I'm not. I am a father, and if I found out anyone was doing that to my kids, I'd hang them by their balls. But the thing is though, this 15-year-old girl, a Sunderland fan, idolised Adam Johnson. He took advantage of this situation, and you know, he's been found out and he's been locked up. He took advantage of his status for his own means, and that's a scumbag thing to do, especially when it involves children. But the 15-year-old has to take some blame for this, because Adam Johnson, yes, he shouldn't have done it. He knows better. He should know better. He should not have done it. There's no argument with that. But she should also know better. She's 15 years old. Just because you're still classed as a child at the age of 15 doesn't mean that you have to, you can have the ignorance of an infant. She knew everything that was happening was wrong, yet she still provoked it and instigated it. Because the story behind it is that they met up and he signed a few shirts. She managed to get hold of his number somehow, probably him abusing his status, gave her his number. She then got in contact with him and asked, can you sign some more shirts for my friends? Yeah, sure. They meet up, things start happening. He then starts grooming her, and that's where, he's banged to rights. There's no defending him. He's completely in the wrong. But she should also know, if he starts doing stuff like that, she's got to just go, hold on a second, this isn't allowed. We need to stop this. But she didn't. I'll be teaching my child, stay away from strangers and all the rest of it. And I would hope by the time he's at the age of 15, where he'll be able to kind of look after himself a little bit, if he's approached by anybody in that context, he will stay the fuck away. Because what you got to bear in mind is, a 15-year-old child is going through puberty, their fucking hormones are all over the place. I mean, when I was 15 years old, let me just think back, who did I like when I was 15? I think that was around the time of Fort Boyard and Melinda Messenger. I had a big crush on her. If I'd have met Melinda Messenger, I would have done everything in my power to get into her pants. At the age of 15, I would have wanted nothing more. So I can kind of see it from her perspective. This is her idol, and she gets a chance to play around with her idol. 15-year-old girls nowadays, they look up to, Johnny Depp or Kiefer Sutherland, big stars like that. But the chances of meeting them is highly unlikely. Footballers, however, are very easy to get to meet. I mean, if I wanted to, Tuesday morning, I could go and meet all of the Villa players just by turning up at Bodymoor Heath, which is where they train. I'm not going to, but it's very easy to get to a footballer. But that's why I think, I want to know what everyone else thinks. Do you think along the same kind of lines? Should she have had some sort of... Should she be accountable for some of the actions? Because, I mean, don't get me wrong, Adam Johnson is completely in the wrong for absolutely everything, and I hope he rots in hell. I hope he gets shanked in that prison. It's no more than he deserves for touching a child. But she has to have some sort of accountability, because she's 15 years old, she has a mind of her own, granted naive, as all 15-year-olds are, but she still needs to have some sort of accountability. I'm not saying she should be locked up as well, no. But she needs to learn from that mistake. And other 15-year-old children need to learn from her mistake. I'm not saying we should fine the parents or, put the parents in jail or anything like that. But, I think she's got the sweet deal. She's not so much of a victim, I don't think. Not in terms of victims. A victim, like a murder victim, that's a person who's lying dead on the floor. A burglary victim who's got nothing left because it's just been stolen. She's a 15-year-old girl, hormones all over the place, got a chance to have sexual encounters with her idol at the age of 15. There's a lot of 15-year-olds out there that would jump at the opportunity to get with their idol. I don't know, what do you guys think? Drop a comment down below, give me your thoughts, and more so, what do you reckon to his actual punishment? Oh yeah, I didn't actually finish the story, did I? Well, whilst he was in the actual showers, he was told to clean the hair out of the plug hole. I didn't actually tell you what happened. Basically, what happened was, he said, fuck off, do you know who I am? And the guy battered him, absolutely fucking battered him in the showers, which I think is fucking hilarious and no more than he deserves. Well, he deserves a lot more, but that's just my opinion. He's a fucking scumbag. You know, I don't wish death on anybody, but paedophiles are definitely ones I do. Don't agree with that shit. Please like, please subscribe, join me on social media and all that good stuff. Don't forget to share this with this video with all your friends. I want to hear everyone's opinions on this. Am I overthinking this? Am I overreacting maybe? What do you think? Let me know. Drop your comments down below. I will catch you next time. I'll find another good juicy story and give my opinion on that next time. I don't know what it's going to be yet. So, oh yeah, that's another thing. Any ideas of anything you want me to talk about, let me know. I'll drop that down below as well. But otherwise, have fun everyone, ride safe, and I will see you all soon. Ta-da!